Hello, welcome back to another bespoke YouTube recording. This is Backpack Brain bringing you some soft drink tier list. Now, if you don't recognize most of these, this is supposed to be a soft drink Australia geared tier list, and I've actually made custom tiers for this one. This is bouncing off of this one, which I've already completed, so you can check that video out for some brief explanations on that. But this one's going to be a bit more in depth because it's soft drink focus, and you know me. If you know me, which you probably don't, I'm a soft drink enjoyer for sure. For sure. And, well, without further ado, let's get into it. Let me explain these for must purchase is like, you know, if you see it, you gotta buy it. I think most things won't make it in here. We got a lot of regular in the fridge tier stuff here, but every so often you see something and you're like, I must have it. And the only limiting factor would be things outside of your control, like cost or whatever. But the taste is elite. I think we gotta put that on there. Regular in the fridge, not to spoil, but your Cokes, your Pepsi, stuff that you keep stocked because you'll be having a hankering for it. Variety picks, there's a lot of fruit-based flavored ones which are great, but that you might want to rotate out. Sometimes you might want a bit of lemon this, sometimes you might want a bit of 7-Up that, this, that, so forth, and you understand what I mean. Acceptable is like if it's on a discount, it wouldn't be part of your regular rotation, but you'd be like, okay, I'll buy this. We'll finish it off. If it's in your fridge for some reason and you have other alternatives, but drinking this one will finish it off so you can buy another one, that's perfectly fine. It's okay. It's not as good as acceptable. You wouldn't necessarily go out of your way to purchase it with money, but you finish it off. Desperation pick, if there's literally like nothing else, fine. It's a soft drink, basically. Only if it's free. If you're at a party and they got jugs of stuff, you're not gonna, barter over what's there and what's not there. You're just gonna take it if it's free. Now, if it's worse than that, do you have water instead? You might find yourself asking this for some particularly terrible soft drinks, and then of course we have never tried. So now I think these are two images of the exact same drink. So we got here the Schweppes cream soda. I think this goes in okay. We'll finish it off. I think the Kirk's cream soda is cracked, and this cream soda is a cheaper imitation. Especially the bottle ones just taste worse than the can ones, and which also taste worse than any glass bottle. Glass bottle clears for holding soft drinks. It's just like a chemistry thing, and not even that. It's just a literal thing. But I'm a partial to cream soda, but not in this form. Everybody knows that the worst soft drink comes from a bottle that looks like this, even if the flavor is right. It just tastes wrong coming out of a bottle like this. In my opinion, I don't know what this is. Looks like a knockoff, in which case I've never tried. I've also never tried Fanta Strawberry. Now, I don't know what differentiates this Pepsi Max. Is this a Pepsi Max Orange? I haven't tried it. Also don't know what this is. Is this a mango kombucha? I don't know. But we'll get into that order anyway. The Pesito Perks goes crazy for a variety pick. Every so often you're in the mood for that passion fruit flavor. It's got a great taste to it. Now, if you drink it regularly, it doesn't quite hit the same if you don't want to have it always in your fridge, but I would say like every so often you see it, it's on discount quite frequently because, it's not as popular of a pick, but it's usually always in stock at least. And you buy the 10 pack pallet, and you have a whale of a time, and you don't regret purchasing it for sure. If you look, because you always want to have one regular, but the way I would like to have it is you have one that you always know you'll be satisfied to be in the mood for, and then if you're feeling a little bit fruity, go for the fruity pick. Go for the Pesito. That's my honest truth. Now, Pepsi Max goes for a regular 100%, and I think this is the bottle. So, oh no, this is the creamy soda version, which is honestly, I put it at the same tier as the regular version. I like them both. I wouldn't mind if you replace the Max with the creamy soda version, or vice versa. Big believer in Pepsi Max. Love it. Flavors are great. I'm not a Pepsi Coke, denier. I don't choose a side. I choose both, in fact, but not at the same time. You can either have Pepsi or Coke in your fridge, but if you're not gonna buy Pepsi and Coke, they're too similar. You gotta have something else. But for a regular purchase for your foundation of the soft drink in your fridge, 100%. 7-Up, it's not quite variety pick tier. It's better than a finish it off tier. I wouldn't, if you're ordering a meal at like KFC or something, every so often you might be like, yeah, let's try a 7-Up. Every so often, but it's not quite great as a variety pick tier. I would never go out of my way in a store to purchase a 7-Up. That's outrageous. But it's way better than like some of the detritus nonsense we've been seeing down here. But anyway, just speaking my truth. I mean, it's not the best lemon soda adjacent beverage, but it's very good for what it is. It's good for what it is. That's a grape I've never had. I'm not even joking. I must have had it once, like but not on purpose, and I wouldn't have a confident review of it. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is like that expensive, like true cola variant. I think this is okay. I've had it once, but like not in my own home. Probably just like out somewhere. It tastes good. It's definitely like, you can tell they're going for some sort of authenticity, like hipster cola vibe. And it's anything in a glass bottle is automatically elevated. None of the picture is not representative of the drink, but you have to employ what you got, right? It's acceptable. I'll put it above 7-Up, but I would never buy this because it's probably expensive if it's ever in stock anywhere, and B, because it's a cola, I would rather get one of these Pepsi Cokes to have a room regular one. Plus, it's just it's a lot of money just to buy one. And if you're buying it in bulk, at some level you go, what's the point? But it's definitely better than a finish it off tier. Like, I would drink it. If it was the same price as the Pepsi Max, I would consider buying it more. But it's just, you have to balance the taste a bit. Now, Coke is at the same tier. I would balance it. Now, the glass bottle one is the best. If you could find glass bottle Coke Zero, if they even sell it, I'm not even sure if they do Coke Zero in glass bottles. Glass bottle is the best way to consume soft drinks. It just makes you feel so alive. I could go on and on about this. Like, the vibes are immaculate. Like, you just put your feet up, you crack it open. Oh, it's a hot day, just fresh out the fridge. It's so cold. The bottle feels properly cold. It's not just a can. God forbid it's not like out of a bottle. Now, and you can't quite emulate the feeling by putting your own Coke in a glass and putting like ice cubes in it, then you dilute it a bit. The vibes are off. And I'm not gonna go advanced tech and get like the reusable ice cubes that don't dissolve into a drink. That's specialist gear. We're not quite there yet, but you can't go wrong with Coke. I don't need to explain it. I don't buy knockoffs unless they're like dirt cheap and I hate myself that day. I don't know what this is, but as a rule, orange soft drink goes in the bin. I don't know what this is, but I've probably had it just from like in passing. I think that says root beer. I'm just trying to read this. I don't think this is like strange flavor. I'm gonna say okay, we'll finish it off. It goes in the same tier. Although the Schweppes bottled alternate flavors are just not quite as good. They have some really good alternate flavors in like glass bottle form, but these ones they just don't hit. That's just my opinion. Now, is this a Dorito? Or is this a Dorito? Or is this is like an orange tier drink? I'm gonna put it in finish it off tier. I'm not a fan of most orange sodas, soft drinks. It's just not my style. It's not my go-to. But if there's one in the fridge and I've got nothing, then like it's not as bad as some of the worst, which is fine to me. But I don't really have much more to say about it because I wouldn't purchase one, to be honest with you. I just wouldn't. San Pellegrino straight up water. I assume this is the sparkling water is desperation pick for sure. Non-flavored sparkling water is like German pilled, from what I understand. The Germans, they just straight up have taps with it sometimes. Insanity. just drink water. But every so if you're really, 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 really like extremely desperate for a for like the hit of carbonation at the back of your throat, as one may be sometimes, you might choose to crack open a sparkling water that you just like. You know, restaurants they'll sometimes give you like a free drink on the house. At least like, you know, good restaurants or like friendly restaurants that you regularly order from. They'll throw in a drink every so often. They'll be like, have one of these. AKA our fridge is a bit full. But you know, we accept it all the same. And you keep it in the fridge for a while. Eventually you crack it open. It's a cold day. You don't feel guilty about it because it's not a soft drink, really. It's just sparkling water. But I would never, never, never purchase straight up sparkling water. That's crazy. Now, most kombuchas are acceptable. I'm gonna put this in there as well. It seems an adjacent product. Um, Most flavors of kombucha basically kind of mesh into one in my mind because kombucha as a base is so. I'm gonna just put this in here as well. As a base, it's just so overpowering that like, you know, you can get because right recently I had a mango kombucha. I had a like a mixed berry. I had a like a ginger kombucha, which ginger lemon. But they all kind of taste the same, even though you can tell that there's a difference because it's just kombucha itself is fairly strong. Now I'm not like a kombucha over soft drink kind of guy. I'd rather have a soft drink, but I'm not gonna say no to kombucha, especially because most kombucha do come in glass bottles, and that kind of elevates it by default. And you know, I got no problem with it, to put it that way. But most of these kind of end up in the same place. Root beer, it's better than straight up sparkling, but I would never like. It's definitely in finish it off tier if that is root beer. If it isn't, then I don't know what it is. Um, I'm not a root beer guy. But if someone hands me, if my family member hands me, or a friend is like, you know, I drank half of this and I don't want to drink it, do you want to have the rest? I'll be like, all right, it's something, right? Now the passion fruit Bundaberg, ooh, that it's you know what, it may be better than it may be better. I haven't ordered these specifically. 7 Up probably goes higher than this. Out of these, probably the right order here. I'll try and order these as well, but you know, it's difficult. These are vague orders, but from top to bottom, these are fairly accurate. Like the tier separations are clear for me. Bundaberg passion fruit, all the Bundaberg bottled ones are elevated because of the way that they open. You got like the pull out tab to get that top part off. You feel elite when you drink it. Passion fruit flavors always go hard. I think it's a fantastic variety pick. The only downside is they pretty much only come in like packs of 4. So you kind of have to ration them out to enjoy them properly. Like you can't just have one every time, then you run out of them so quickly. Not the same way you can do with a Pasito that just comes in a pack of 10. But the flavor does warrant every so often just picking it up, and it's definitely great. It's beyond acceptable for me. Woolworths brand lemonade, Jesus Christ. Now, I recognize that, you know, sometimes you just got to buy what's cheap. But I would rather have water than have Woolworths lemonade. I've got standards as a soft drink enjoyer. let's move on. Pathetic. You will never be him. And I think we put all these. I think these are Coles branded. You know what? I'll put the orange even worse. Lemon, lemonade, pineapple probably the best one. At least maybe the cheap flavoring that they'll use will be good there. Now we got a watermelon Dorito is acceptable. It's not quite variety tier pick. Doritos are nice, but like I wouldn't put them too highly. And I think is this a lemon or is this like a pineapple? Or maybe it's a different kind of flavor altogether. They're about the same. They're good. You can't really buy them in bulk readily, and I don't know. On a flavor basis, they kind of become too much if you have them too often. They're kind of a bit like that. I'm not even sure if I've had the watermelon one. I may have had it once, but in any case, I don't think I don't think I've ever had LaCroix. It's probably the same tier as most. It's probably right between here if I had it, but I've never had it specifically, so I wouldn't review it. Lemon lime bitters are the worst best variety pick. They're great. They're reliable. They're mixes, but you just have them by themselves anyway. They come in a little glass bottle. The serving size is a bit small, but we accept it nonetheless. Got a good flavor. It's reliable, but it's not quite regular. I wouldn't buy it every time. Put it that way. It's probably better than most base tier lemonades, but you know, it's a toss up between acceptable and variety. But I think I'm an enjoyer of it enough to put it up there. It's got enough of a like multifaceted flavor beyond just a lemon, for sure. Not Pepsi, of course. Same tier here. We discussed it in length. I'm not differentiating too much between them. Never had this. Never had this. Ramen must purchase. The asterisk is expensive as fuck. Low serving size. Hard to get. You know, the barriers are many, but the experience is unique. Each flavor provides something different. I know this is weeb biased, all right? But like the base ramen flavor, the lychee ramen flavor could have me raving and ranting about it, bro. You must try the ramen lychee flavor. I hate to preach to you. You must. But do I go out of my way to purchase it just by putting it in this tier? No, because one of them is like $5, honestly. Like the cheapest you can get it is like what, $3.50 maybe? That's per bottle because it's like imported and stuff. If they sold ramen in bulk, maybe you know what? Let me. Can I buy ramen in bulk? Hold on. Let me check. And this is a tangent. How much can I? Yeah, I mean this brand is not my favorite. But you can only buy them, and the other serving size is also tiny. To be clear, about $50 for 18. What's that come down to? Even at bulk discount, it's like $2.50, $3 a bottle, which is like peak expensive as fuck. But you know, it's on an enjoyment basis. It's like my top tier. You can't match it. I think is this a guava? Guava goes beyond acceptable. If this is guava, it goes beyond acceptable into variety pick flavor. Guava soft drinks are very underrated. I like the flavoring of most of them. It hits that like tropical niche, which without being too overpowering. It's got a great angle to it. A guava itself is also great, but you know, it only lends itself better. I would say it elevates itself beyond most of the Doritos base flavors. Just because guava is hard to beat, man. It's a variety pick. That's just my opinion. I don't know what the hell this is, or this, or cherry coke, which I will probably never try. I know what I want, and it's not cherry flavored soft drinks. Perk lemonade, great variety pick, very reliable. Not quite regular tier, but and it's probably it's I would say it's better than lemon lime bitter just because it's actually like a pure, like it's a very pure and powerful clear lemonade flavor. No, it's not your it's not too lemony, but it's lemonade, if that makes sense. The Kirks, they have the other one here. They do the lemon squash. This one is a bit. It's got a bit more of the sourness and lemony flavor. And I don't know how to describe it, but like if something tasted like a soft drink, generic, like without any flavor. If you could have a soft drink, this would be the definition of a soft drink. It like pierces through you in a way that is like very emblematic of what a soft drink is, and yet it's lemonade. It's hard to describe, but it's a change of pace because most soft drink, like it's like this is the foundational ingredient that everything else is built off of, even though it's a flavored one. Hard to explain, but it's very good. I don't know what this is. Schweppes lemonade is worse. I'm gonna put it as acceptable. I would rather buy Kirk's than Schweppes lemonade. This lemonade is just not. It's just not as good, in my opinion. I don't know what they do to it, but if I'm choosing between Schweppes and Kirk's, it's Kirk's all day for me. But I'm not gonna say no to a Schweppes. Like if it's there, right? Lift lemonade is it's a strong one. I want to say it's acceptable, but it's at the bottom end of acceptable. I would never buy it if it wasn't on discount. That's for sure. And it's not a variety pick because it's a lemonade. You know what I mean? But worse than 7-Up in terms of flavors. Now I don't know what any of these are. I don't think I've ever had them, so I'm gonna just put them in here. But you know, these fancy grape cream. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know what they are. There's a lot of these which are purport to be Australian. A lot of these I do know what they are. I know, but I'm brew, but it's an imported product. I'm not gonna pay like $5 just to taste it once, unless I'm recording a video about it, which I'm not. And then some of these I just never found the occasion to be like, oh, Fanta strawberry, like, you know, it just never occurred to me. Bundaberg guava, fantastic. One of the best things that money can buy as a variety pick. I'm not gonna say as regular, because you do need to rotate a guava with a passion fruit, with a lemonade, because you will get sick of having guava every single time. It's just a condition of the human body and some chemical aspects of it. You could have a Pepsi every time and not get sick of it. You cannot have a guava every time and not get sick of it, even if guava is like a quote unquote better. That's why it's a variety pick. And you know what I mean if you know what I mean. That some things are better rotated out than had regularly, because the magic is lost. Never had a Calypso. They just don't really sell them. I don't know what brand scuff this is. I assume this is Calpis, which is, I would say, acceptable. I think I've had it. It's kind of hard to explain what it tastes like. It's an odd flavor. I don't go out of my way to buy it. It's not quite you know, I don't fawn over it like I fawn over Permanent, but I do accept it. I'm individually ranking it. I would probably put it above kombucha, but not as. I would still rather. I would actually rather have a 7-Up, and that's saying something at that point. Coke Zero better than Coke. Just because of the guilt factor. I'm a sugar-free drink acceptor. Call me Northern Line. What the hell is Coca-Cola Lime, bro? That's what I do when I mix two soft drinks at home. Just don't try and fool me. Diet Coke is, I would say, have actually never had Diet Coke. I think no. I must have had it accidentally. It's an inferior product to the other Cokes, but I would choose Diet Coke over like a Coke regular. It's just a different artificial sweetener. I prefer the zero one, but I mean, I'm not. It's a Coke. Like, there's no strong difference. Another kombucha, another acceptable. I'm telling you, they're all the same. Kombucha drinkers, this is a soft drink tier list. You're being grouped in here. It's like the Ace Attorney franchise being called a visual novel. You know, it's been grandfathered in by virtue of it originally having some aspects of it. Nowadays, you would not. Kombucha is not a soft drink by most normal people's definition, but it's in the tier list, and so you have to rank it. But you know, that's just how it is. Now I don't know why Coke is here, and maybe the glass bottles are different. In which case, glass bottles are at the top. In fact, glass bottles maybe must buy, but I'm not gonna differentiate it by that much. Solo probably one of the better. It's not quite. Let me. It's the thing about Solo is that it's very strong lemon. It's very sour, which I love, but it's not I wouldn't put it as a variety pick rotation. I wouldn't do that. But it's one of the best. Let me put Schweppes down a bit. It's one of the best lemon soft drinks out there, but it's not. I would put the Kirk's ones above it. I don't know what kind of nonsense is this. I still have not had a Dr. Pepper. I would love to have one, but they don't sell them like in the main aisle. You have to go to like the dodgy import aisles, and I haven't. It's just like it's a matter of price. But I will try Dr. Pepper because I'm going through my Steins Gate re-reacting arc right now. Dr. P. Don't know what nonsense this is. Fanta. For me, Fanta is at the bottom of finish it off. I'm not an orange soft drink guy. I just have to stay true to myself, right? To thine own self be true. Orange soft drinks are medicine flavored and medicine coated. It's just how it is. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's the same as Sunkiss, which may be in here as well. I think it is. While we're talking about it, put it right here. They taste the same to me, and neither of them taste good. It's not quite Desperation. Actually, you know what? It may be worse than Desperation. But no. I've opted to choose to have it at some points. It like once a year, I'll have one, and I'll be like, you know what? That's enough, and I will finish a bottle. Well, that's about it. It's just not my taste. Never had another flavor of Fanta. What flavor is this? Root beer? I don't know what this is. So I have to rate a lot of these here just because I can't even comprehend it. I'm gonna put this one in here because I think I have had it. The bottle looks familiar, but I'm gonna put it in the same tier as all of these other Schweppes. It's just kind of in that range. Now the Kirk's ginger beer is where it falls off. I'll put it above a Fanta, but below whatever the rest of this is. I'm not a ginger beer guy. It's just not in my blood, I think. Back when, and I think they still do it, but we haven't gotten it in a while, they used to do a 6x6 Costco like palette of all the Kirk's flavors. Back when we got that, the root beer was always the last to go because I'm not ginger beer. I'm not a ginger beer drinker. Some of my family members, they'll be partial to it. They'll accept it. They don't really know the nuances of soft drinks like I do. I purport to be a bit of an expert in what I have consumed at least. I'll have to widen my taste a little bit with some of these. Not all of these, but Dr. Pepper for sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say. It's just it doesn't taste like a soft drink should to me. And I can't get the aftertaste out of my mouth properly. Creamy soda is elite. It's fantastic. It's the opposite direction of ginger beer to me. Ginger beer doesn't taste like a soft drink should in a bad way. Creamy soda doesn't taste like a soft drink should in a good way. It's like how do you say it? It goes absolutely crazy. It's got that distinctive flavor and touch to it, and especially like when it's fresh and really carbonated, that's when it hits. You can't like some of these you can leave them out and they'll still taste good. Like if you lose a bit of carbonation on a guava or passion fruit, you won't lose sleep over it. But a creamy soda needs to be carbonated, and it needs to be carbonated well. So sometimes you have misses in a can, or if you leave it in the fridge too long and it loses that sizzle, you'd be disappointed. But on flavor alone, it goes absolutely crazy. That's why I rate the creamy soda Coke mix very highly as well. I'm a big fan of it, and especially the Kirk's one. It does a great job. Another one I haven't had. This is arguably better than the lemonade on a variety basis because it has a lot more of that lemony flavor. I'm partial to Kirk's, A, because it's easy to get them cheap compared to a lot of these other ones, and B, because I prefer this one to a solo because it's easier to finish an entire palette of a Kirk's than it is for a solo. Once you get one solo, you don't feel like having another solo for like a week max. And I know for some people they'll be like, what? That's the right amount of frequency to have a soft drink. In this household, we drink soft drink. Not like multiple a day too many times, but like one a day is fine by me. You can call me an American soft drink addicted person for that, but I'm speaking my truth, and that's why I'm doing a tier list about them. So that's just my. Hold on. Where did? Oh, I was just one of my Discord members. Check my Discord in the description. But also like, subscribe, etc. Forgot to mention that, but anyway, we're like halfway through this. I don't know what this is, but it's Kirk's. But I may have to try it. But this is like a niche flavor. As I was saying, the lemon squash, it's just lemony enough to be enough of a flavor alternative to a lemonade. Put this at the bottom actually, because it's a kind of foundational. It's better than Dorito. Is it? For a variety pick, it's better than Dorito. It's better than a lemonade. Better now that I think about it. But lemon squash does clear it. I have to be true to myself. Okay, this I've had these specifically. I've had all of these, like literally this one. And I would put all of them in apple crisp acceptable, ginger lemon I'll finish it off, raspberry I'll finish it off. I can rate these more specifically because they're kind of I've had them a few times. But few times anyway. I don't know what this is. It's like a apple teen. I have heard of it, but I haven't had it. Never had whatever flavor of Fanta, cursed flavor of Fanta that is. Haven't had this brand of ginger beer. But regular old Mountain Dew. It's between these. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of regular because I don't always have one, but I would like to. They don't do a Diet Mountain Dew readily available in this country, which is a shame because then it would definitely be a regular. And I'm speaking from a like, how do I phrase this? I really like Mountain Dew, unironically, even though the gamer thing is true. You know what I mean? Like the gamer meme, Doritos Mountain Dew, it's so washed at this point. No one does the meme anymore. But Mountain Dew is actually like, it's got a distinct flavor. I don't know what it is, but it's got a very distinct flavor that no soft drink can actually match. And I do have a hankering for Mountain Dew. Like when if I choose a drink at KFC, Mountain Dew is always the drink that I choose because if I don't have it stocked at home, I'm never gonna reject the Mountain Dew, to put it that way. It's like it feels energetic to me, and maybe this is cope. And I know I would love to try the varieties of Mountain Dew that they have in America. I would have a field day. Maybe I'm just American in disguise, but it's I'm gonna still stand on this. So people say like Mountain Dew, if you like this, you're like a 14-year-old gamer. You're on your Xbox or whatever. It's like some people say it's too sweet, whatever. Like I'm a believer in Mountain Dew. Like all of these are sweet, man. It's a soft drink. I still think the flavor of Mountain Dew has something that you can't get anywhere else, and so I will continue to put it in regular tier. I haven't had this knockoff alternative nonsense or whatever this is. I have had this, and I would put it in bottom of acceptable. It's kind of a nothing burger. Cherry Pepsi Max I've not had. I assume this is the same thing. A frozen Coke. I would. The thing is, this is like a weird one because you can't have it in the fridge. I don't think you can only buy it like outside. Back when they used to cost $1, I would have them all the time, like after school, like because you could just buy one and then drink it. They don't cost $1 anymore. The inflation has hit, and I don't carry coins anymore, right? So it's not. I don't have a good excuse to be like, oh, I got $1 in my wallet. Let me buy one. So it's really hard to rank it, but I would put it as fantastic. It's not as good as a regular Coke, and sometimes it's better than a regular Coke for what it provides. Depends on the weather, of course. So most soft drinks you can have in cold weather. Frozen Coke in cold weather kind of loses some charm, but I can't say I don't like it. I'll put it in the middle somewhere here, probably right here. It's great, but it's not. It's also not really a soft drink, even though it's like it's not really carbonated either. It's hard to rank it, man. This is an anomalous object in this tier list. So I'm gonna put it there. It's great, to be clear. A peach kombucha, probably one of the better kombuchas. I'll put it at the top of kombucha. It's better than a Calpis, but it's not quite as good as some of the other ones we've had here. I've never had Riverport, just never had the occasion. I've never had an alternate Mountain Dew. A Sprite is better than a Schweppes, and I would say it's a coin flip between this and a 7-Up in terms of lemonade drinks. Solo clears them both, but Kirk's clears in both flavors. All of these. That's my opinion. Never had Vimto. Now I've had Blood Orange San Pellegrino. I think this is what that one is. I haven't had this one or this one. The Blood Orange is definitely finish it off tier. Definitely finish it off tier. I bought it. I bought a bunch of it thinking it was something else. It's better than most orange flavored. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Me talking to myself. You're right. It's better than most orange flavored drinks if this is the right one, and if it's not, pretend it is. But it's just it's a little too strong for me to finish like the 12 pallet that ended up being bought. It's just it's unique, and that's what gives it an edge over these other orange ones like Fanta and Sunkist. But I wouldn't purchase it again. But I wouldn't say no to it if someone just had it. These Schweppes I know I haven't had for sure. Okay, and we got more Woolworths tier stuff. I mean, I'm putting it in only if it's free. You know what? All of these probably go in only if it's free, to be honest with you. Actually, the cola was probably desperation because cola has at least a flavor that's like legitimate. But like anything that isn't, you know what? I'm putting pineapple down. Anything that isn't lemonade or cola goes down here. Because at least these are flavors you can't fuck up. But these are like, come on. These are the ones that you see in like a local like event where you know that they don't have the bottles out because they put these in like a jug beforehand, so that you can't tell that they obviously bought this for like 50 cents. Which is fine. Like for kids, the kids won't notice the difference, but I notice the fucking difference. You can't fool me. I don't know what the hell this is. This is the Vanilla Pepsi Max. Vanilla Pepsi Max goes fucking insane. It's about as good, if not better, than cream and soda Pepsi Max. All Pepsi Max and related variants of this kind of good. I'm not a cherry soft drink enjoyer because I've only had like sips of it here and there. But I'm not a cherry flavor guy in general. That's probably why. But it's a acceptable replacement to any of these three. I can have them all like as regular. No comment. I don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Another kombucha can join the club here. We're reaching the end. Haven't had this. I think I may have had this actually. It's probably I think this is the orange one, and then this one is the blood orange one, which I have. I've had the blood orange one. I think I would rather drink water than flavored water. This kind of pathetic flavored water shit. No. Like, if I'm at a party, I would have this instead of water just to feel something and get in the spirit. 1% carbonated because by the time it gets to you, the ice is diluted completely or something. This is just dog shit. Any sort of like lightly flavored water, not even carbonated, just give me water. Honest truth. Now we're getting, okay, I'm gonna just finish these off. I haven't had any of these. Now we're getting to the end. Now we got some Bundaberg top tier stuff. Blood Orange, the weakest offering. I'm putting it at acceptable. It's still a Bundaberg, so it does have quality attached to it. I can't lie, but it's one of the worst types. Is the Blood Orange? It's probably the best orange flavored thing that I have on this list, and that's putting it like into acceptable tier. Ginger beer, it's better than the Blood Orange, but not by much. I'm just not a ginger beer guy. Bundaberg probably does the better ginger beer, but like because it's not my preference, it's probably not good to have me rank it. That's just me. Apple cider, I haven't had this in a long time. I would love to try it again. It's great. Apple cider Bundaberg could hit right now. I'm in the mood for it. Is this a grapefruit or is this like another citrus alternative? It probably goes crazy as long as it's not orange. Orange is like one of the worst citrus flavors in my opinion. Like a grapefruit clears it, like a lemon flavor clears it. It's just is a jackfruit in that same family, or am I getting it twisted? In any case, I think this is an acceptable tier list. Now, if I'm gonna rank some of these that I've never tried, which ones would I like to try just to round this one off? I'm not having any of the knockoffs, so we'll skip past those. So whatever you want to know, I would try strawberry, but a strawberry soft drink just strikes me as something that doesn't work because Fanta's the only one that does them. I haven't seen a strawberry soft drink anywhere else. I'm suspicious of it. It's hard to get a strawberry flavor into a soft drink like delivery. But like strawberry is like a milk adjacent thing, but that's just me. If this is an orange Pepsi, I would not have it. I would try Fanta grape, knockoff. No, only if it's on extreme discount. Once for the gimmick. No, 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 no. Yes, if it's on a deal or if I just feel like it, just to do the meme. You know the guy, the British kid who's like Calypso. You know that one. Whatever this is, no. Tempting. Maybe it's on extreme discount. No, I will try Dr. Pepper. I want to try it. I don't know what nonsense this is. No, 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 no. Maybe. I want to see a knockoff Mountain Dew for sure. No. If this is cherry, no. If it's on extreme discount, all of these. No. Yes, if I can source it. And maybe once as a gimmick, it's the same tier as Iron Brew for me. Nope. No. From you can maybe sneak in because passion fruit's kind of, it's a flavor that can set itself sometimes. Anyway, that's been my soft drink tier list. Americans may not know some of these brands, and I may not know American brands. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you've got disagreements and if you've got questions, or if you want to question the fact that I have only one thing I must purchase and it's ramen, and it's something I don't even purchase that often, but I would, I chase that high every so often, and that's why it's in must purchase. So yeah, like, subscribe, leave the comments, and yeah, enjoy.